Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Sarah. In this video, I'm going to be doing a review of the Flawless Cosmetic Tropical Palette. This is a new release, so if you're interested, keep watching and let's do it. Alright guys, this is the Tropical Paradise palette from Flawless Cosmetics. Flawless Cosmetics is a newer brand to me. They're an indie brand based out in LA, California. My first time trying their eyeshadow formula was the Aurora palette, which I absolutely love that palette. I use that palette all the time. I will link that video below of my review of that eyeshadow palette. Let me show you a quick glimpse of that palette. This is actually the Aurora palette that I'm referring to, and I will share the link like I told you. I have a review of that palette if you want to check it out, but don't check it out now. Wait to the end and check it out afterwards. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to do 3 looks with this palette. This is one of the looks. First, I'm going to show y'all some swatches, and then I will start to get ready with the eye looks. So, you ready? Ready, set, eyes. Let's do it. Alright, so the first shade I'm going to swatch is called Fiji. It's a green matte. That's just one swipe. I'm going to do 2. Very pigmented. The next one is going to be Tiki, which is a shimmer. Beautiful. Then we have Toucan. We're going to have Jackfruit, which is a yellow shimmer. Beautiful. And then we're going to have Tahiti, which is an orange. And then Caribbean, which is a shimmer. It's pretty. And then we'll have Flamingo. And then Maui. And then Lagoon. And then we have Bermuda, which is the last shade, and it's a shimmer. And these are all the shades swatched. This is what it looks like when the lights are on. For this look, I think I'm going to try to do an all over one color with Flamingo. And I think I'm going to use the accent shimmer, which is Maui, on the lid, just to see how that works with just one shade. Let's see how it builds up. I'm going to use a big fluffy blending brush. This is the Makeup Institute S207. Let's see how this builds up on its own. pretty. Nice pigment. Just gonna blend that in my crease. Then I'm going to take Maui. I'm going to try to use my finger just for a quick and easy look. I'm going to put that on my lid. So pretty. Kind of blend that into the top part with my finger. That's so pretty. I'm going to take a smaller smudge brush, and I'm going to use that flamingo shade and just use that on the bottom lower lash line. Just bring it up to meet this other color on top. Use that same brush. I'm going to bring Maui, which is the shimmer, and that is absolutely beautiful color. Beautiful color, beautiful color. So pretty, so pretty. I'm going to take a smaller blending brush and just blend this to where there's no harsh edges. Blend it up. Basic eye, but super, super pretty. Super, super quick and easy look. For the next eye look, I'm going to take Lagoon, which is this shade right here. I'm probably going to use a little Bermuda. I might go back into these shades and use those shades. I'm going to use a little bit more of a, I know my brushes are stained, but you know what, whatever. And I'm going to see how much pigment, I'm just going to place color with this one at first, just see how much payoff I could get with it. I'm just going to place it right here in this edge. Keep pushing it in there, building up. That's a really pretty shade. Reminds me of like cotton candy. I think I'm going to I'm gonna use that same brush and I'm gonna pick up Flamingo. I'm going to put that right here. It's like cotton candy vibes. It's so pretty. Alright, I'm going to take Bermuda and I'm going to focus that right on my lid. Right under that. I'm going to take Bermuda. I'm going to spray my brush. Let's see if that gives me a little bit more shine. Alright, I'm going to flip that same brush and I'm going to use Maui, which was the pink shimmer, and I'm going to go right over my lid to meet up with that other shade. I do see a little patchiness in here with that blue color, so I'm going to go back in with Lagoon and just amp up that color, build it up a little bit more. That's so pretty. Yeah, still having a little bit of patchiness right there. The mattes so far are not really dark mattes, but really pretty shades. Then I'll go in with Lagoon on my bottom lower lash line, and I will build it up to meet that outer port. Then I'm going to do Flamingo in the inner port. And then I'm going to use Maui for my inner corner highlight. Obviously, I would probably pick up different palettes to work with these shades. I'm trying to get 3 eye looks out of this one palette. Alright, so I'm going to take Maui and I'll wet my little brush and I'm going to put that in my inner corner highlight. That's absolutely beautiful. Obviously, I would take a smaller blending brush and I would go around and I would pack on a little bit more color, work it in a little bit more, blend it a little bit more. But this is basically the 2 eye looks so far, and really pretty, really pretty. I didn't pull any other palettes in. I just used those basically 4 shades out of this whole palette. And these are 2 eye looks. I would put on some mascara, line my lids, and I would be good to go. So let's get started on the last eye look. For the last look, I'm gonna use the last 3 mattes and 3 shimmers in the palette. Let's take Fiji and just focus it out here. And then I will take Tahiti and just use that right on top of that green shade. Just blending and making a messy little liner shape right on top. And then I will use Toucan, which is the yellow, and I'm just going to use that to blend the top. I don't know why I wait till you do my wonky eye for the last look. I always do this one first, but I should do the opposite because this one takes so much longer because I have that scar right there. I hate it. And I'll just go over the colors just to deepen them up. I'm using the same brush. Actually using my Sigma switch when using it. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Look how it keeps the color in there. Where am I? On my focus? Keeps the colors in there. Pretty cool. So I'm gonna focus that right above the green and just blend. And then I'll do the yellow right on top of that. Just like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some micellar water with my little Q-tip, like, not like that, don't drip it everywhere all over you. And if I have a little bit of extra that I went in too far with that, I'm going to clean that up a little bit. Clean it up a little bit. And if I have a little bit of, I want to point that out a little bit. I'll clean that up also. Cause I think I'm gonna put a little bit of primer down. Kind of give it a sticky base. That's what I did with the other side. I'm going to, I don't want to lose that yellow right on the top. So I'm taking just a tiny brush and making sure that yellow stays in that spot. Alright, I'm going to use my Be Perfect eyeshadow primer. This one is in Omnis, and I'm just going to put a little bit right here. And hopefully I can get them almost the same. I just want that tacky base to be right there. And then I'm going to take Tiki and put it right here. Try to see how far I've rounded it up a little bit. And then I'm going to go in with Caribbean and put it right here. And then you got it. If you guessed it, I'm going to use the yellow jackfruit, and I'm going to put that in the inner corner and meet up the rest of the colors. Ooh, what did I do? I hit it with something. I'll wipe those shades right out. Let me hit that back up right here. I'm going to go back in with those other colors, Fiji, and kind of blend this out a little bit more, and then Tahiti. So don't want to lose those colors. Just build it up a little bit more. And I'll go over it again with Toucan, right on the edge, just to blend it right there. Boy, we having fun now, huh? I'm going to take Tiki again, and I'm going to use that color just to go out, kind of make it to where it likes those other shades. I think it's pretty. I'm going to take Jackfruit, and I'm just going to kind of make it meet up there. Alright, so then we're going to take my small buffer. We'll do the bottom. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to use Fiji, and I will buff this all on the lower lash line. And then I took Tahiti, and just right underneath that, buff that. And then I took Toucan, and I buffed that right underneath those two colors, and I brought it all the way in to in a corner like that. And then I'm going to use the shimmers. I'm going to use Tiki right in the center, and I'm going to spray my brush. Oop, I sprayed my mirror, which is right here. Absolutely pretty. And I'm going to use Caribbean for the rest right here. That's like that. And that is it. I'm gonna go line my eye, do the rest of my makeup, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm going to jump back in and we're going to get into some real talk. So based on the formula, just going off of the previous formula that I've used from the other palette, the consistency was pretty good. It was great from that palette to this one. So that's really good because that's what I'm looking for in a brand, consistency with their formula. The mattes were pigmented, they were blendable, the shimmers are absolutely beautiful. I did have trouble with this blue shade right here. It was a little patchy, but overall it was very nice. If you love colorful palettes, you would love this palette. I am the kind of person that will pull other shades from other palettes. I love to do that. I could sometimes use 3 palettes a day, just using different shades and different palettes. I just like to do that. But you could definitely get multiple looks out of this one palette, even though it is a matte with a complementary shimmer, which I really like that. It has the same tone. It really complements each matte shade. I did compare it to some of the shades that was in the Aurora palette. For instance, Flamingo and Chara, which is 2 pink shades, and they have 2 shimmers. So the pink matte shades are definitely different. They have different undertones. The shimmer is a little bit more similar. They are different, have a little bit of a different color, but they are very similar. I also looked at the Lagoon, the blue matte in this palette, which is this one. And then from the Aurora palette, Cello, I don't know how to pronounce it, but this is that matte. I mean, it's very similar. It is a little deeper shade, but it's very similar. Now the Bermuda, the shimmer in this palette, these are the 2 shimmers in the other palette, so they're definitely different, definitely a lot deeper in tone. And then if you want to see a comparison of the 2 pink shades, the 2 pink mattes would be Flamingo and Chara. You could definitely see the difference in the 2 shades. So that's the Aurora palette and this is the Tropical palette. So you could definitely see the difference in the 2 shades. But overall, I think the consistency of the mattes were really, really nice. I do think they need to work on their blue formula. But overall, I really love the formula that they have. I'm super happy that they show consistency with their formula. Alright guys, this is the end of the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Leave me a comment. Let's talk. And until next time, y'all stay blessed, guys.